It is said that Brahma, in his arrogance as the creator of the universe, believed himself to be without equal. None can be greater than I am, he thought. I am the firstborn. Why should I accept anyone else as senior or greater? How can Vishnu claim to be the greatest one? With these thoughts driving him, Brahma went to confront Vishnu, declaring, O Vishnu, I am the greatest. I created you. Therefore, it is your duty to worship me. You ought to obey my orders. Such impudence from Brahma stirred a great anger within Vishnu, but the wise god remained calm. O Brahma, you must remain within your limits, Vishnu cautioned him. Don't you remember that you were born from my navel? Am I your son or are you mine? You must not forget that it is I who nurtures one and all and I am the preserver. Neither of the two would concede to the other, and so their quarrel began. The dispute between Brahma and Vishnu had escalated to a dangerous level, and the gods were greatly disturbed by the spectacle of two great deities fighting like mere mortals. Unable to resolve the conflict themselves, they turned to Lord Shiva for help. In great haste, the gods made their way to Lord Shiva's abode, where they offered their prayers and showed reverence to the great god. O Lord, they implored. Glory be to you. Brahma and Vishnu are fighting, each claiming to be the greatest of the two. Brahma boasts that he is the creator of the universe, and therefore the greatest. Vishnu claims that he created Brahma from his own navel, and that he is the greatest because he is the nurturer and preserver. We beseech you, O Mahakala, to make them understand that quarreling and fighting do not become them. Please put an end to this conflict, lest some great calamity befalls us all. Moved by the prayers of the gods, Lord Shiva set out to end the fierce battle between Brahma and Vishnu. As he approached the scene of the conflict, he saw that the two gods were completely consumed by their rage, their senses lost to them in their fury. Something had to be done, for their behavior was completely unbecoming of great gods who had been given separate duties in the very beginning. So Lord Shiva transformed himself into a massive pillar, a linga, and placed it between the two warring deities. The pillar was so immense that its upper end could not be seen, and it shone with a brilliant light that left Brahma and Vishnu stunned. As they gazed upon the pillar, they were forced to put aside their battle and take stock of the situation. It is a wonder to behold, they said, but what could it be? Perhaps it is a heavenly pillar, and we must investigate it further. With that, Vishnu transformed himself into a white boar and began to search for the base of the pillar, while Brahma took on the form of a white swan and flew towards the top, seeking to discover what lay above it. But to their amazement, neither the top nor the bottom of the pillar could be found. As Brahma flew high above in search of the top of the pillar, his eyes fell upon a beautiful ketki flower. He plucked the flower and descended, having given up his futile mission. Meanwhile, Vishnu too had abandoned his search, for the pillar had no end. But when Brahma, unable to contain his deceitful nature, claimed that he had reached the top of the pillar and found nothing, Lord Shiva grew angry and pained. With a mighty roar, Lord Shiva emerged from the pillar and created Bhairava, commanding him to punish Brahma for his lies. Bhairava, wasting no time, struck off Brahma's head, and was poised to strike again. But Brahma, in a moment of realization, pleaded with Lord Shiva for mercy, confessing to his mistake and begging for forgiveness. Brahma, now filled with fear and remorse, fell to his knees and began to pray to Lord Shiva, while the great god fumed with anger. But as Brahma pleaded for mercy, Lord Shiva signaled to Bhairava to halt his punishment. It was then that Vishnu spoke up, acknowledging that he too had been unable to reach the base of the pillar, and that neither he nor Brahma was supreme. Only Lord Shiva was the true supreme being. Hearing these words, Lord Shiva was pleased. You speak the truth, Vishnu, he declared. Neither of you are great. I alone am supreme. He continued, you and Brahma were under the illusion that you were gods. This was your mistake. From now on, all shall worship me in the form of this pillar, the linga. This will lead all to salvation. With Brahma and Vishnu now acknowledging Lord Shiva's supremacy, they humbly sought his favor. Lord Shiva then turned to Brahma and declared, your punishment is not yet complete. I command that you shall not be worshipped at any occasion. As for the keki flower, it shall never be used in worshipping me. Brahma dared not argue with the Lord's judgment, but Vishnu spoke up on behalf of the innocent flower. The keki flower played no part in this affair, he said. You are benevolent and have a large heart. Please take pity on it. Moved by Vishnu's words, Lord Shiva agreed to allow the keki flower to be used in the decoration of the pavilion raised to worship him. And so it was that the great conflict between Brahma and Vishnu was resolved, and Lord Shiva emerged as the one true supreme being, worthy of worship and adoration. In conclusion, the tale of Brahma, Vishnu, and Lord Shiva serves as a reminder that no one, not even the most powerful of gods, can claim ultimate authority over the universe. It is only by acknowledging the supremacy of a higher power that we can find true peace and salvation. Let us all strive to embrace humility and reverence, and recognize that there is always more to learn and understand about the mysteries of the world around us.